Welcome to the most thrilling countdown you never knew you needed, the top 10 militaries in the world. Ever wondered which military force would win in a global game of Risk? Or which country's armed forces would be the most likely to accidentally nuke a wedding instead of a missile test? Buckle up, because we're about to dive into a list of the top 10 military powers on the planet. And remember, the only thing more powerful than their armies is their ability to handle international diplomacy with a side of bureaucratic red tape. 10. Italy. Italy's military is renowned for its style and sophistication. With a budget of $30 billion and 165,500 active personnel, they're clearly prepared to defend the nation. However, their biggest challenge might be making sure that their strategic plans don't interfere with their daily gelato breaks. After all, no matter how advanced their equipment is, there's always time to stop for a quick espresso. They're experts in logistics, especially when it involves navigating their way to the nearest pizzeria. 9. Pakistan. Pakistan's military is large and formidable, with a budget of $10 billion and 654,000 active personnel. Their readiness to tackle any threat might be impressive, but they've still got to deal with the daily struggle of making sure their internet connection is strong enough to keep up with social media trends. The real challenge is balancing military exercises with the need to find a good cricket match, because if you're going to defend a country, you've got to stay entertained. 8. Turkey. Turkey's military has a budget of $20 billion and 355,200 active personnel, and they're known for their modern equipment. But let's face it, their most complex operation might just be managing to keep their family's dinner table from becoming a battleground over who gets the last piece of baklava. With all their military strength, their real test could be figuring out how to keep the peace at a crowded holiday meal. 7. Japan. Japan's self-defense forces are highly advanced, with a budget of $50 billion and 247,150 active personnel. Their military technology is top-notch, but their biggest strategic challenge might be convincing their robots not to get too attached to the latest anime series. After all, when you're busy defending the nation, you need your robots to stay focused, and not to start a new hobby of binge-watching Japanese TV dramas. 6. United Kingdom. The British military is well regarded, with a $50 billion budget and 192,660 active personnel. They're ready for any global challenge, but their greatest struggle might be making sure that their tea doesn't go cold during a crisis. The UK's finest are always prepared, provided they can squeeze in their daily cuppa and make sure their uniforms are properly pressed. A proper battle is one thing, keeping a teapot from losing its warmth is another. 5. South Korea. South Korea's military is well funded with a $50 billion budget and 599,000 active personnel. They're set to handle any threat, but their real achievement might be balancing national security with the latest K-pop trends. If there's ever a crisis, you can bet that their military can handle it, as long as it doesn't clash with their schedule of dance practice or the next big K-drama episode. Now the Big Four, these haven't changed their rank for a long time. 4. India. India's military, with a budget of $70 billion and 1.45 million active personnel, is vast and diverse. However, their biggest logistical challenge might be organizing a meeting with so many people who all have different opinions on how to prepare the perfect curry. With a military this large, coordinating anything, from defense strategies to family events, is no small feat, and just imagine the effort it takes to get everyone on the same page for a national security briefing while also planning a major wedding. 3. China. China's military is the largest in the world by active personnel, with a budget of $250 billion and 2 million soldiers. They're ready to handle global threats, but their real challenge might be managing the logistics of keeping all their tech gadgets and smartphones up to date. With such a massive force, they have to make sure their operations run smoothly, and that no one's left waiting for a tech support call while they're busy defending the nation. 2. Russia. Russia's military, with a budget of $65 billion and 1 million active personnel, is impressive. But let's be honest, their toughest battle might be dealing with the weather. With all that military might, they still have to contend with keeping their tanks from freezing up and their troops from turning into ice sculptures. If they can handle a Siberian winter, they can probably handle just about anything. 1 USA. The United States boasts the most powerful military in the world, with a staggering $740 billion budget and 1.4 million active personnel. They're prepared for any global challenge, but their greatest struggle might be navigating the complexities of daily life, like fitting all their military equipment into a single parking lot or managing to get through traffic without missing a crucial meeting. With their global reach and unmatched resources, they're ready for anything, as long as they can dodge the chaos of a busy city and keep their drive-through coffee orders on track. And there you have it, Earthlings. I hope this glimpse into the world's military powers gives you a better understanding of how your global protectors are faring. As an alien observing from the great cosmic expanse, it's been quite the adventure to dive into the earthly affairs of these powerful forces. Now, as I prepare to return to my home planet, I could use a bit of support. If anyone knows a good intergalactic travel agency or has a spare spaceship lying around, I'd greatly appreciate the help. After all, the vast universe awaits, and I'm keen to find out if other planets have equally riveting military hierarchies, or at least better snacks. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground and your eyes on the stars. And remember, if you see a spaceship zooming by, it just might be me heading back to the cosmos.